Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to a very special video. This is a custom Captain America shield, but this is a completely unique design. I've gone through every single comic book, I've looked at every single shield through the films, through the comics again, anything that was like an animated TV series maybe, and nothing that was ever shown, that was ever made, had a shield that looks like this. So I thought, you know what, let's make one. I had a picture, just like half of it drawn. I thought, yeah, that'd be a nice little design. And I made it a reality. This took 2 weeks to put together. It was very on and off with other things going on around the house, that's what I'm trying to say. But you know what? I am so happy with the outcome. It does look a bit underwhelming, I have to say that, but I can understand why. I will go into that in a moment, but you know what? This looks absolutely brilliant. I keep panicking as well, thinking that it's all going to fall apart because of these rear, like back pieces, whatever you want to call them. But again, we'll get to that in time. So the main piece, this is your main body section. These beautiful stripes. These stripes turned out so well because in the past I've had masking tape problems where the paint would leak over to the next stripe. But that didn't happen with this, so thankfully it turned out pretty well. You can see here there's a few nails that are attaching pieces of the handle on the other side, and again I had to use it's Gorilla Glue specifically and nails to get maximum reinforcement. This is the sort of thing where I'm panicking because I know it's wood and it's a lot better with cardboard, and compared to other things that I've used I thought, well, I want to make sure it's all working. But thankfully it does. I've held it, all is good. The blue section at the top where the star is a lot smaller than I thought. Maybe because the star is way too big than I wanted it to be. I was going to have like 3 stars in the triangle sort of look. I was going to have this to be a lot bigger so the 3 points kind of protrude a bit. I don't know, but now that that's been stuck down I may as well just keep that. Yeah, it's not actually that bad. It's a very simple look. I did get some inspiration from the Wakandan shield in terms of the shape, but at the same time I thought, if Sam Wilson were to ever have his own unique shield, it needs to have an appropriate look to it. Yes, the circle shield is obviously the most iconic, but with the wings and kind of that falcon sort of look, I think this is very appropriate. So that's where that shape kind of came from, especially this bottom section here where it kind of, that W shape as well. I thought that was quite nice. One detail as well that was unintended, but turned out to be really good. From where I was doing the masking tape, obviously went over the ends here, and on the edge of the wood you can see where the red continues on these stripes, so it's metallic, then red there, then metallic, and it goes across all the other ones. And it's the same for the blue section at the top. A bit difficult to see because of the sign. Let me try and on this side. There we go. So you can see how well it all lines up. Again, not intended, but it does look pretty good. I'm happy with that. So since we have this turned around, let's flip it upside down as well. Yep. There we go. Didn't break, thank God. Sorry, let me just get up. There we go. Sorry, this camera's not playing nice, I do apologise. So, one of the best things, sorry about the car horns if you can hear that in the background as well. Windows open, very hot today. Right, let's just move on. I can't keep doing this. Right, my favourite thing about this was the handles. I stitched the handles myself. I had a bit of... I do have some of the foam here, actually. Where? Yeah, let's just get the big piece. So I have some red leather wrapped up in a bit of this. I thought for the main handle, where my hand's going to be, that would feel and look absolutely brilliant. Because now, it's a full thing that I can... grab onto. It's nice and squishy as well, it's soft. Yes, it does do that, and it is deliberate. There's plenty of space for me to get my arm in, especially when I'm going to be wearing a glove with the rest of the suit. There's enough space for all that to get through here, and I can pick it up with ease. So this was a little bit longer, a lot thinner, so I don't need to be too chunky. So long as it can let my arm get through, that's all fine. Again, red leather with a bit of foam, only to where the kind of stitching sections are in the middle there. And so this is probably the best way I can show you the kind of construction method for where the handles were applied. So what I should have done is make this first. So I made this first. I set this all up so it's just a piece of wood on either side of the handle. But the handle goes into the rest of the chunk and it kind of matches that outline there, as you can see. But I attached it to these panels first, which was a bad idea because lining it up after was quite tricky. And to kind of cover all of this, well, it wasn't the best thing ever, but you see where the Gorilla Glue has dried up. It's a bit messy there on the front as well. I got some more of the red leather just to patch it up, and it's not a visible detail, it's not something you can really see too well, but it does hide the kind of mess that otherwise would have been highly exposed. And frankly, I nearly went with cardboard, but I thought, you know what, this leather, it looks so nice, so luxurious, plenty of it left over, let's just use some of that. And yeah, so it's so there's 1, 2, 3 kind of layers of, or even 4 I think it is. There's Gorilla Glue like there on the floor, and then there's Gorilla Glue in between the kind of pieces here where the leather would go in, some between the panel and the top bit here, nails keeping all this together, then nails through here, then nails coming upwards from this bit, and that's for all 4 corners. Maximum reinforcement. I need to make sure this thing does not fall apart. There's only those 2, and frankly, I'm still panicking. I'm thinking maybe get a piece in the corners, maybe just as another detail, but frankly, said that a couple of times too many I think, this gap here is taller or shorter than this gap here. I don't know, well I suppose I do know how. It's where this has kind of been tilting that way, where it's going like that when this was resting. I did have a couple of things underneath to keep it propped up, but who cares? I mean, it's not something that's going to break anytime soon, at least. I wouldn't take this to a convention though. I'm not brave enough to take it to any cons yet. But it is very sturdy. I'm very happy with it. I suppose now would be the best time to hold it. Come on, focus. There we are. Now I've had to close the window because it's getting windy, but frankly it's a bit too dark. I can't really position this anywhere else. And, oh well, but you know what? You can still see this. And this looks absolutely phenomenal. There it is on the back. It's looking brilliant as ever. See the gaps there from where it all kind of hovers out, I suppose, that 3D look to it. That is, again, if you watch the work in progress, or I should say the Chop Shop video, brand new series, this was a last minute idea. I thought, yeah, I got the templates, may as well just add these on as an extra thing, because this main plate on its own isn't exactly exciting, but this adds a little extra something to it. But yeah, it's very sturdy, very good indeed. The handle's obviously doing a good job keeping it all together, and I'm loving it. Okay. Can't really do too much else because I don't really have a lot of space. But yeah. Cool shield. Let's round this video up. There we have it. That is my custom made, uniquely designed Captain America shield. I'm going to get my winged helmet on as well. I'm going to get my suit on. And I'm going to wear my kind of unique blue gloves I got as well for the old Cap suit. So I'm going to put that all together, make it its own little cosplay sort of video. Like a winged suit idea, I suppose. And yeah, that's going to be its own special thing, and it will probably be the best way for me to show off this shield. So, if you do want to make your own one of these, you can do. Just follow the idea that I did on the Chop Shop video. You can make your own template. There's no template for me to be able to give to you. You literally just draw out this shape on a nice big piece of cardboard. It doesn't have to be massive. Frankly, it might be better if it was smaller. These side panels are only those who are skilled enough to add them on. Don't do what I did and put the handle pieces onto this one first. These are very last detail pieces, okay? But yeah, I think that was a brilliant video. Could have gone a lot better, but you know what? I've got other things to do, other videos to record. I need to get on. So yeah, there we have it. Thank you all ever so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next episode. Bye!